Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany. I'm here to let you know that this video is one of a series of videos on this subject. So I was inspired in the middle of the night. I woke up and I had this idea that I could create a decision flow chart for each of the human design energy types and its authority. I want you to know that I'm taking a topic that is very nuanced, that it can be complicated at times, and I'm distilling it into a simple flowchart. Please keep this in mind when you're watching the video for your energy type and your authority. It's nuanced, but it's a great way of just kind of mapping out and just showing you the steps. If we were to slow down our decision-making process and really tune into our strategy and authority and how those two things work together, the flow chart is going to give you just a very simple, distilled version of how it might look in a very perfect situation. And before I get into the decision flow chart for your energy type and authority, I just want to let you know that you can find me at www.aluxuriousmind.com. I want to let you know that there are multiple ways to work with me there. I have some courses on human design. I just released a course called Unlock Your Money Code, and I have a free library of all kinds of good things that you can check out, and there's no strings attached. I'm not even asking for an email for my stuff in my free library. So if that is of interest to you, go ahead and pop over there as well when you get done with this video. Okay, so in theory, if you're watching this video, you are a generator or a manifesting generator with emotional authority. So I'm going to talk to you about how to navigate the relationship between your strategy and authority, because as we know in human design, the most important thing is for us to learn how to really lean into our strategy and authority, especially when it comes to making decision and knowing which direction to go in life. So at the top of our flow chart, you'll notice that we have the decision point. So it's a project, it's an event, it's a job. Somebody's inviting you to go somewhere, to go out or go on a vacation. Somebody's giving you a job offer. As you also may remember, generators and manifesting generators, our strategy is to respond, meaning we are designed to notice and really focus in on the times when we are out in environments or paying attention to things on social channels, on television, wherever it is. We're here to respond when we feel that sense of excitement about something. It piques our curiosity, it piques our interest. So let's say you get a job offer or you're invited somewhere to some kind of big commitment. The first thing you're going to want to do is note the excitement in your sacral. And it should kind of hit you in a way. Now, sometimes we can have a low level response to things, but in a perfect world, we want something that's just like, oh, that's just really exciting to me. It's very interesting to me. I want to do the thing. I want to sign up for the class. I want to go after the job. I want to whatever. Because you have sacral authority, which means that you have your own emotional wave, you are designed to note that sacral response, that level of excitement coming from your sacral, and then ask for time to make a decision or give yourself time to make a decision. So in the example of getting a job opportunity, if somebody extends you an opportunity, what you want to do is say, hey, can I have 24 to 72 hours to really think about it and then get back to you? Or when do you need to know by? And buy yourself as much time as you can. Because what you want to do is you want to tame the dragon of your emotional wave before you make the decision. Because if you make a decision when you're feeling high on life and you're feeling like you're in a really good mood, you are going to maybe say yes to things that you later regret saying yes to. And if you're in the low of your emotional wave and maybe you say no to something, you'll be making the decision from a place of being in a low mood, and you might be saying no to things that you would otherwise say yes to. So the whole idea is you want to find that neutral place before you really know that yes or no decision is right for you. You want to be in a neutral, calm, cool, and collected place. So good rules of thumb for people with emotional authority is sleep on it. Don't make decisions out of desperation. So you don't want to plunk thousands of dollars on a course. If you're feeling desperate about it, you might want to just kind of wait 24 hours before you make that decision. I have a friend who has emotional authority, and she has told me that understanding that she has emotional authority has been really helpful and very freeing for her, because now she knows that all she has to do when a big decision comes up, she can give herself the grace. She can give herself time to just sit with it and like mull it over and check in on herself and decide if something is energetically correct for her or not. Okay, let's say you've given yourself a little bit of time. Maybe you've given yourself 24 to 48 hours, and check in with yourself. Do I have a clear answer? Do I want to do this thing or not? Do I want to accept the job opportunity or not? If you have a yes or a no, if you're pretty clear on that, then yay, you know what to do. But if you're still sitting here going, Tiffany, I don't know. I'm really confused. I don't even know if I'm excited about anything. I don't know how my intuition shows up for me. What you can do is now go to a place where you're like, okay, is the voice of my mind getting in my way? Or is the voice of my mind preventing me from hearing my emotional authority, hearing my intuitive voice? So, some things you can ask yourself if you're in this place is, what's the story that my mind is spinning about this thing in question, the decision I need to make? Stories might look like, you should not take that job because you're not qualified. You should not apply to that job because you don't have the right credentials, like tapping into insecurity and things like that. Or it's tapping into worries or fears. The mind is saying, well, you don't have the experience to do that, so you shouldn't apply or you shouldn't go after the thing. A story of the mind is going to tell you to go to an event that maybe you're not lit up about because you feel a social obligation to do it. And so your mind is saying, oh, I should do this. I should do that because otherwise people aren't going to like me, or they're going to be upset that I'm not there, or they're going to think something's wrong. So the mind is going to create stories. It's going to say about job opportunities, it might be, you should take XYZ job because it makes more money, or it's closer to home, or it's in a desirable location, even though maybe your gut response, that excitement level, is non-existent. So this is how the mind can show up. And if you noticed when I was talking, the word should comes up a lot. So if you are shoulding yourself, like you're saying, well, I should do this, or I should not do that, or whatever it is, that's the mind talking. And we really need to free the mind from making decisions for us and be listening to that intuition that we have and going after the things we want, letting our intuition guide us, and then allow our mind to be there to express its creative genius. So in a perfect world, if you've been able to tease out the difference between the voices of your mind and really tune back to that sacral energy, and for you in particular, because you have emotional authority, also tuning into, how does this make me feel? Does this job, event, or opportunity, or move across the country make me feel how I want to feel? Is it going to make me feel how I want to feel? Do I feel good about it, right? So tapping into that emotion while also tapping into the excitement in your sacral energy center. All right, so I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions for me, please let me know.